Alright, so today one more example of a different type. So yesterday we looked at where we knew turning points or we knew intercepts. Today we're going to look at, thank you, so people listening, we're going to look at an example where we know the parabola goes through 3 points. Alright, so a parabola. Okay, so 3 points this time, so 1, 4, 0, 5, no, we won't go 0, 5, oops, where is it? 1, 4, negative 1, 10, and the other point is and 7, I believe, would be the other point. That's right. Alright, and so now we're going to find the rule. So yesterday when we had intercepts, our intercepts led us to what information? Factors, yep. If we had a turning point, we used which form of the quadratic? If we had the turning point, we used the turning point form, yes, no, maybe?
Maybe.
Not maybe, yes. So today when we've got 3 points, what we need to use is we need to use the polynomial or expanded form. Ax squared plus bx plus c. We need to use that. And then, excuse me, and then we need to use each one of these points. So from the point 1 and 4, when we substitute in, we get 4 equals a times 1 squared plus b times 1 plus c. And then we work out these numbers, we get 4 equals a plus b plus c. When we use the next point, negative 1 and 10, when we put them in, we get 10 equals a times negative 1 squared plus b times negative 1 plus c. So you get a minus b plus c. And the last point we've got there is 2 and 7. And so y is 7, x is 2. 2 squared plus b times 2 plus c. 4a plus 2b plus c. And so now we've got these 3 equations. So we've got that one there, this one here, and this one here. So if we've got 3 equations, we've got 3 unknowns. The technique we need to use to find out what the A, B and the C are is called...
Null factor law?
No, not null factor law. Starts with S.
Simultaneous?
Simultaneous equations. So simultaneous equations. Now back in the ancient times, when we used abacuses when I was at school, we had to use these do these by hand. The good news for you is that VCAR has said you only need to be able to do simultaneous equations to a maximum of 2 unknowns. Here we've got 3 unknowns, so simultaneous equations, and so we are going to use our calculator. So we use our calculator for 3 or more unknowns. So we've been doing simultaneous equations by hand up till now, but we've only had 2 things that we've been finding out. Now we've got 3. Okay, so how do we do that? We go to our calculator. Now I need to adjust the camera. Here we go. Calculator. Now there's a few ways we can solve simultaneous equations. One of them is using the simultaneous equation solving template. So we go to the main. It is in the keyboard, and it is this one here. Alright, so it's got the 2 boxes and the curly bracket. So click on that, and it comes up with 2, but we've got 3. So you just click it again, and it comes another one. If we had 4, you would click it again, and then another one would come up, and so on. Alright, so we have 3. The default gives us 2 to start with, then we add another one. Now the good thing about this simultaneous equation solver, it doesn't care whether the equations are in any particular form. So you can just, whatever you've got here, you can just type them in. Now, for convenience, even though my ones here have got A, B and C, we can use A, B and C, but you've got to go through some of these menus. We've got X, Y and Z up here. So for this, when I enter it, I'm going to use X for A, I'm going to use Y for B, and I'm going to use Z for C. Just because they're on the keypad here, easy to get to. Alright, so we've got 4 equals A plus B plus C, so 4 equals, I'll go up the top here, 4 equals X plus Y plus Z. There's one equation. Then you can either click or use your navigation, go down. The next one is 10 equals A minus B, so X minus Y plus Z. Then the last one is 7 equals 4A plus 2B plus C, which is Z. Now, you'll notice that there's a box over here. In this box over here, you have to tell the calculator what it is you want it to find for you. Sometimes it doesn't mind if you don't put anything there. Other times it gives you an error message. So my suggestion would be always tell it what you want. Alright, we want to know what X is. And you separate these things with a comma. Y, and we want to know Z. If I just put one of those letters in there, that's all it would find for me. So if I just put X there, not X, Y and Z, it would just find the X. Alright, then we go execute. And there they are. So that's just to save you about a page and a half of algebraic manipulation. Happy about that?
Yep.
Thought you would be. Alright, so what does that mean when we come back over here? That means that our equation for this particular parabola over here is y equals, a is 2, so 2x squared. The b is minus 3x. And the c is 5. All right. Any questions about that? Anything needs clarifying there? No? So if you've given 3 points, none of them are anything significant like intercepts or turning point, just 3 random points. Use your expanded form. Use each of those points to come up with equations, then use your calculator. All right. So that is all.
So how do you solve it? Like,
How do you solve it?
because if you got typed in, then what do you do?
So when you've got them typed in, and you've got that, you just,
Mine doesn't like
I'll come and have a look at yours. One other thing is too, sometimes you get error messages and things that it's weird. And I have absolutely no idea why this works. But if you're getting weird stuff, if you go to the edit menu and clear all variables, sometimes that fixes things. So I have no idea why. Something to do with the programming in the calculator, I'm guessing, that when it's done some calculation somewhere that it's put something somewhere that we don't know about. So if you get some weird things going on, try that first and then see.
It is an empty box, so it's not there.
Righto.